Mexico, not the only country beyond the U.S. that's being affected by this spill. Thailand's story, though, is a bit of a different one. Fishing villages there are set to try to capitalize on the lack of seafood that is coming out of the Gulf right now. Dan Rivers visited one of those villages.
The Thai shrimp industry could be about to net a massive bonanza born from an environmental catastrophe on the other side of the world. As fishermen in the Gulf of Mexico are bracing for disaster, here on the Gulf of Thailand it could mean more exports, more jobs and more profits. Thailand is already the world's biggest shrimp exporter. 390,000 tons of the critters were sent abroad last year, almost half to the US. If US domestic production is hit hard by the oil spill, Thailand is more than willing to take up the slack.
We are the biggest market of shrimp in the US, about 35%.
So that could increase even more?
Yeah, maybe about 5 to 10%.
It's one of the great ironies of the global trade system that what is potentially a disaster for fishermen in the Gulf of Mexico is possibly a great bonus to the Thai shrimp industry. At farms like this, 90% of the shrimps produced are for export, and there are already signs that demand is picking up from the United States. Already exports to the US are up more than 20% so far this year compared with last, thanks to a disease outbreak in rival producer Indonesia and a harsh winter in China. If the oil spill in the States hits shrimp production there, Thailand will be perfectly positioned to capitalize. Unlike in the US, most shrimps in Thailand are farmed, not caught in the sea. The tropical climate means they can be raised all year round.
We have a good weather, we have a good environment, we have a good labor, so that's why we can produce much more efficient.
It's estimated 1 million people in Thailand work in the shrimp industry, toiling to put shrimps on the plates of Western consumers, and they're more than willing to take up the slack for US fishermen who are put out of action by the oil spill. Dan Rivers, CNN, Rayong, Thailand.